Good morning, Diecast people. Welcome to Gigantoid's variety show, where we feature animals, Star Wars figures, diecast, whatever I happen to feel about like talking about. Um, really though, this is Lance, and he's the one that you heard bleeding nonstop on yesterday's video. And someone said, "I don't believe that was a lamb," but this is the lamb. His name is Lance. He was rejected by his mother at birth, so he has to be bottle fed. Thankfully, my wife and daughter are doing most of that. And because we have 3 dogs, so he thinks he's a dog. And because dogs can be trained to go to the bathroom outside and sheep cannot, he just kind of goes to the bathroom whenever, defecates and urinates. So he has to wear diapers like that. And his name is Lance because he wears pants. So, yeah, this is evidence. Once they get down, this is evidence that there really was a sheep in the background. So, on to the car stuff. So, I was out and about, and I decided to stop by the Blue Yeti place again, which I kind of have sworn off, but I had nothing better to do, so I stopped in. And what did I find? The Mustang from this series. And I was just talking about how this is the hardest one to find. Haven't found it in the couple months that this has been. I mean, this is from like last year, isn't it? This is like the Independence Day 2024 series. But Walmart started getting them again and finally found this Mustang. Which, here's an interesting thing. I'm sure like hardcore collectors and diecast people realize this, but damn, hard to get out of the package. Here it is up close, and it's actually the same casting as this burnt orange one from this year. They're both Shelby GT 500s. So didn't have it, and I think with this car, my Mustang boxes, spaces are completely filled. So now begins the process of elimination. And there's certain makes, models that I kind of want to keep like free. Like with Porsches and Nissans, I collect specific castings of Hot Wheels. Corvettes, Camaros, Firebirds, Mustangs, I kind of just want to keep it like, if I like it, I'll keep that one and let the ones go that are kind of weaker. So I am not going to try to collect all the Hot Wheels Mustangs. I'm not going to focus on specific castings. I'm just going to keep the ones that kind of resonate with me as being super cool looking and get rid of the ones that are the lamest. So I just hit 24, 48, 96. I now have 96 Mustangs, and that's all I'm ever going to have. I'm going to start culling the pack of the weaker ones, starting with the next Mustang that I get. This is number 96. GT 500 from the Stars and Stripes series. So I have a question for you all. I was looking at my Taycan Turbo S's, and I have this carmine red one, and I also have the Hot Wheels ID one, which is the same color. Looks really similar, but it's from the ID series. There's a black one from the Hot Wheels ID series. It's mostly black. It's like a pace car. And I think it even says pace car or something like that, or safety car on the side. And I'm not wanting to get it away from you or trade it, but I'm just wondering if anybody has that, because there's none on eBay, none on Mercari. And that's kind of what I experienced with that Unimog 1300L from the ID series. It's like not available anywhere. So what's the deal with that blackish safety car, pace car, Taycan Turbo S from the ID series? Does anybody have it? Does anyone have any information as to why it's so scarce? Kind of strange. Hopefully it's not one of those ones that's from the series that sunk to the bottom of the ocean on the final run or whatever. So those are the miscellaneous. I got a huge box. Hold on. I got a huge box of 47 carded cars from eBay. And it's all for me in the archive. But as I was going through it, I've already sorted it. There's only 2 cars that I want to keep. This orange Bronco and this Viper with the Hot Wheels race team livery. So that leaves 45 or so cars that are going to the archive. And I don't recall that any of these are duplicates, so I'm going to show them to you real fast. This is called unobtainium, which is a word. I didn't make that word up, but I didn't know there was actually a Hot Wheels car called unobtainium. That's kind of cool. I don't collect 70s vans, but this is the Space Jam 70s van. And at this car, let me pause and say one thing. You kind of take your chances on eBay. I got these for about $1.10 per car, which is a little more than I like to spend on cars that are going straight to the archive. But people on eBay are lying motherfuckers, because this was advertised as good condition, and a lot of these bubbles are completely smashed. And I mean, I've seen this before sideways, so that's not a problem. But the bubbles are smashed, and a lot of these cards are just trash. So the seller was lying, exaggerating, lying when they said in good shape, because these are, if I was a card collector, I'd be pretty pissed. I probably would return this a lot, but I'm going to open them all, so no problem. I think this is a duplicate. I thought about keeping this one, but Chargers are similar to Mustangs in that I only keep the ones that I really like, and I like the vintage Chargers a lot more than this, which would be a stock car. Stock. What is it called? Dodge Charger stock car. That's a cool one. I don't collect Bugattis, but if you do, you're probably envying that one, but it's going to the archive. I would keep this, but I already have it. I need a teal one of these. McLaren. Never seen that color of leaf. I mean, I've seen the blue one and the white one, I think. I knew this existed, but it's the first one I've ever come across. Would keep this, but I have it. Hey, I used to hold back Cruise Bruisers, but not anymore, so to the archive it goes. This bubble is completely smashed. I don't know if you can see that, but good condition, my ass. That's it. Talk to you Wednesday.